and welcome to the very first Etsy income breakdown cash stuffing video. So I decided a couple of weeks ago that after 2 years of being the director and basically superwoman of my Etsy shop, that it was time to start paying myself. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm going to be earning absolute thousands and millions, because by far I'm not. However, it's nice to showcase yourself how well you are doing, and the amount of hours that I put into this and dedication. It's time to, blah blah blah. So I've created this document here, which I may add to my Etsy shop as a downloadable, so you can, if you are like me, own an Etsy shop and you want to start giving yourself a wage, this is the time to start. So I've made it adaptable for everybody, so it's very friendly. I got interrupted, but we're back. So I created myself a wallet for the wage, where that's going to go into, and then I've created myself an OXMail Studios one. I've noticed that if the money is in my bank and I see something, I just buy it, and I don't actually question why I'm buying it and if it's going to sell or if it's going to do well. So it'll be nice to have the money in cash and to leave a buffer into my business expenses account, so that it's both. Basically what I do is I get my Etsy payment and I write down how much it is, and then what week or month it is, how much it is here, and then I take my postage costs off before. I give myself, depending how many orders are there that week, £40 to £50 into my postal online account, so it's literally transferred from A to B. I don't pay tax on that, so I take that out immediately. Then we're left with a figure that we do pay tax on. Then we've got a total, and then we're going to do a percentage of the wage that I want and what I'm going to put in stock that goes straight back into the business. If you've got any questions, I'm not saying I'm an expert, because I'm not, but if you've got any questions on how or what I'm talking about, just message me private or leave a comment down below and I will try and help you. This may be useful for so many people to even deduct what the postage is, or just to have a record of what you're doing each week. And you can put these into binders or whatever, I love stationery, so go and buy all the binders you need, go and print all the paper you need, because actually stationery and paper needs to come back. This is the money that I've got out, and this might not work, but we're going to give it a go. We're going to see what calculations I've got, and we're going to work it out together. So this is a trial and error, but I'm hoping that it helps me and it helps other people out there as well. Mainly it helps me, because I just keep spending all the money. So I've actually printed these out in A6 size for myself. So I'm thinking maybe offer an A6 size or an A5. I kind of wanted it blown up for you to see what it says rather than trying to see on here. And I have got one from, so for example, this week I didn't take any of the money out because I needed the buffer in there. I needed to buy like postal, just random crap that we need, like laminating sheets. I needed to buy them, and there was no money on my account, and I was like, oh no, what have I done? But so I always need a buffer in there, and then I always need money to know, actually, I've got, say, for example, £600 in my thing. We could buy that. Let's go and put the money in. Do we really need it? Yes or no? And then we're giving ourselves a wage. So the percentage of wage that I'm giving myself is 35%. That might not seem a lot, but actually, I need money to keep going back into the business. I can't take all of it out, because then we're not going to keep rolling it over. So, and I'm so sorry if I'm chatting so much ramble, but whatever. So I have got my two from the week before and the week before that. So I've put the date, so the 22nd, let's just do this one first. And this was 20% because I started at 20%. So the date, we got paid £202, and my postage cost that I put straight into my drop and go was 50. So we take that from that, and our total that we have to do all this bit with is 152. Then we take 20% tax, which goes onto my online account, in my business account, and it's a separate pot, and the tax amount of this is £30 and 40p, and that gets transferred straight away. I don't see it. There's actually nearly £1,500 sitting in there ready for my next tax return or whatever. So my total that we've got is £121.60, and I do round it up for the cash stuffing, because I hate putting coins in here. I'm not doing that. So at the start, when I decided, it was 20% for myself. Why am I talking like that? Myself, which is £25. And then 80% was going back into the business, which was 97. So I think we rounded it up either to 100 or 95, but we can work all that out. I'm not going to worry about all of that. Then last week we earned 220. My postage, because I had so many orders, I put 50 into my drop and go. That never goes below 50. There's always at least 100 plus in the postage thing, so there's never any issues or worries at the post office. Then we've got 170 to play with. 20% tax, which is £34, which goes straight into the tax pot. Then we've got £136 to play with. So from this amount here, it's not a lot, is it? It is a lot. It is a lot of money, don't get me wrong. But from the total that I paid from Etsy, I'm getting £136. Then I decided 35% of my wage, which we're going to round that up to 50. Then 65 was stock, which is 88, but we actually spent £60, so there was £30 to go in. So I needed to spend last week as well. This is what I'm finding, like, we are spending the money. But anyway, it'll all work out and it'll all make sense. Hopefully it all works out. So from here, we're now going to put the wage, we're going to put 25, which I don't think we've got a 5, so we'll wing it. So we're going to put 30 into our wage and we'll see what money we've got left over. Then here is 50. So I'm going to 2, 4 and then 50. This will obviously be a weekly check-in with you guys, so it won't be so wishy-washy. Then here is 30. So we're going to put 30 in our OX. And then here is, we're going to round it to 100 and hope we've got 100. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 100. And I will sort them out in a minute. So that's the dominant, oh my, I'm going to leave that in. You know what I'm trying to say. Don't know where this is from, but we're going to keep it into the business because we want it to keep rolling, okay? That is the main aim of the game, isn't it? So that's it. That is literally it. Obviously, from next week, this will be its own video. There won't be 2 weeks corresponding. If there's nothing to stuff from Etsy, there won't be a video. Hopefully there's enough buffer on there now, and hopefully I don't keep spending all my money. But if there is no money, I obviously won't do a video. So if you're thinking, oh my God, where's Jade's video? That is the reason why. If you have any questions of the template, or if you would like to download it, I will try and get that up by Monday. So hopefully the aim of the game is I start paying myself a wage and maybe keeping it there, and the OX Mail Studios budget fulfills, and there is some still online that I can still spend for things that we need. Like the other day I bought scissors because my scissors were kind of blunt. It's little things like that you think, oh, and my laminating paper, I bought 2 lots of it because we're using that many. My cardstock, I'm now on a monthly subscription for that, so obviously money needs to be in the account to be taken off that. Things like boxes, sticker paper, which I use all the time. It all adds up, like, and you don't realise, I never realised, and then there was no money in the account, and I thought, what am I going to do? Ink, I bought ink for the for the printer the other day. That cost me £30. It all adds up. So I hope this is somewhat helpful, and if not, please leave loads of messages, and I hope you're very interested to see it progress over the coming weeks. Or not progress. This is why I'm doing it, because I want to see if I can save the money and stop spending on random crap and paying myself 35% of the wage. And like, it's not a lot. Should we count the total? Like, it is money, obviously, you know, like this is from all my hard work. But 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 80 in our wage, and this is obviously going to go in here, and this is going to go into my weekly folder that I use for my weekly and my normal cash stuffing videos. So if you are interested and you don't know, there are cash stuffing videos on my YouTube. So that's going in there like that. Then this one is going into the Daisy one. So for the business we have, and obviously there's a buffer online. I think there's 150 online at the minute. It won't last, I'll tell you that now. So we've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40. Don't ask why I count like that. So we've got 140 in there, and then we've got, oh my God, I forgot what I said. Was it 60 or 80? And this is going to go at the front. And it reminds me, without being really cringy, it reminds me of how well I am doing and how much we are achieving every week. And sometimes we forget to actually sit and realise how far we've come, and that we need to be mindful and just let that sink in. Like, well done, Jade. Okay, that is it. That is it for this week. I'm glad I've got it out of the way, because I was fretting about doing it, but we've done it now. So these are the ones that I've wrote last week. We'll do another one for next week. I get paid every Monday from Etsy, so hopefully it'll be like a Tuesday or Wednesday, Thursday upload. And I will try and get these up ASAP so that you can start doing it as well, or even if you're thinking about owning an Etsy shop, definitely give it a go. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.